All right, here we are on a beautiful July Saturday. It is the 21st, which is also Luke's 12th birthday. And this is what Ryan has just shot in his new arrow target. Look at that cluster. That is amazing. Would you care to demonstrate this for us one more time? Ryan started archery, Ryan, would you say almost a little less than a month ago?
2 weeks. Less than 3 weeks.
Okay. So we have now got the recommended bow, which is a PSE Archery 54-inch, 20-pound recurve bow. And Ryan is putting on with the other odd color notch out. And we've got these new sharp-tipped arrows that he's very excited about. Target field point. We're going to watch his form. Wow. And let's look at where that shot landed. Let's get closer and get a view. That's pretty impressive. So we're going to watch this until he finishes these arrows. He's got his quiver down here. Insect repellent, a must, and water. Fast. So watch how he loads. Again, a nice compact motion. He's guiding with his finger right there. He has to get the tip right on. And these, fortunately, stay snug on the string, which is good. Wow. He's got incredible stillness in his body when he releases. Perfect. Good form. I'm going to show you the results of this at the end as opposed to every single time, just so you can see just how good he is. He's probably right now a little less than 10 yards from the target. We would go back further and I think he'd still be very accurate, but we just don't have as much space here. We're debating to move this to the front yard and put a lacrosse net behind it. Alright, let's take a look now. How would you say this cluster is? Scale from 1 to 10.
It's okay. 5.
Alright, and this is Ryan. Oh, very nice. Look at that. Coming over from another view. That would be one dead animal for sure. Everything there is within the center target area. And we have 4 out of those within the red-gray area shape in the center and 2 just in the black outside of it. So very impressive. Good job. We have a little bit more equipment to get. The fingers are getting a little sore. The arm guard, it wasn't as good as we would like. We'd like to get a better one. This target was amazing that we got yesterday. And the arrows, of course, made all the difference. We learned how to use a stringer with our recurve bow.
No, we still don't use
even though we're not going to do that.
But it will be useful when we get new bows. Because this bow is just not exactly...
So they think that you'll be in this bow till you're probably like 12 or 13. Because once you become closer to teenage, you know that thing called puberty happens and you start getting a lot more muscles.
Are you still videoing?
That's just as a fact, hon. All right, let's watch one more time. Wow. I know where it went. His form is amazing, though. And this, from not having shot an arrow to this quickly is just absolutely amazing. Definitely going to upload this, and I'm going to see if I can get the Kennesaw instructors to watch it. So because we would love to get you into the junior archery program over there, and I think you'd be extremely good at it. Just watching that form as he's now trying to incorporate movement. And so he's moving so that he's going to learn how to have a target. Wow. Very nice. Good way to vary it. So again, we had the one which is the first time he tried walking while shooting. Landed a bit out. And the second one, again, was within that cluster. Good job, Ryan. I'm going to send this to your hopefully new archery instructors so they can make a decision if we can put you into the program. So do you think you've learned all the safety things that you need to do with archery?
Yes, never shoot if someone or any creature unless you plan to shoot it. Don't touch any arrows and the bow unless you're shooting or you're the only one here. And since you're holding the phone,
And do you want to draw back your bowstring when there's no arrow?
No, that can be dangerous because what can happen can damage because the bow, for one, because it's not meant for that, and it can also slap your arm.
Yeah, do we have a bruise?
No, I'm fine. But because of the arrow, it takes some of the, if you do it just by drawing back, but if you release slowly, it's okay. But if you just release suddenly, like you're about to shoot,
You could get the twang on your arm and slap. Gotcha.
But the arrow takes some of it up if you fire it. So if I did this, watch my arm, it's not going to get slapped. It might get touched, but not slapped.
So what are you thinking about as your sighting on this? Again,
Well, what I mostly do, I just look down the shaft of the arrow since it's perfectly straight. It's like a gun sight. And even though it may seem a lot more different, this is pretty much the same thing as doing a gun. Because I've seen some demonstrations with guns and that. And what they do is it's basically like pulling the trigger with this thing. You just draw back, just like you cock.
so you don't want to
And then
be
you let
shaking.
go.
You
pull
don't want to
the
hold
trigger.
it too long, right?
Well,
All right.
eventually, later, if your body adjusts, your body can adjust, but if you just started, then your body may not be able to take it and start shaking. And
Then it can
start
mess your shot up.
shaking, let's say I'm pretend shaking. Miss.
Yeah.
So,